Heard a lot about NFTs lately. I've never owned or bought or really understand NFTs that well. So hopefully this video will explain them to me so I understand them a little bit better.
In the weird world of NFTs, there is something sinister going on where criminals are making off with millions with what's called a rug pull. You simply build a following of degenerates that are hungry for a quick buck. You create an NFT project, you build insane hype by promising them the world, and then when your project sells out, then comes the rug pull.
See, that's why I never liked NFTs. This seems like a scam. It seems like a pyramid scheme, or it seems strange. Again, I don't know much about it, so I'm not sure if that's what it is, but that's what it always seemed like it was to me.
How many millions can you make off of a single rug pull? Well, if an NFT project has 10,000 copies, and each of them sells at $350 a piece, that is 3.5 million.
Why do people pay $350 for NFT? I don't understand. Like, what do you get with the NFT? Because I know it's like a big hype thing. People keep talking about it, and I never really understood it exactly.
$1 million for selling JPEGs, and it's pretty much all profit, by the way. See, traditionally, if you wanted to scam people in the real world, you would have to show your face in one way or another. But in the NFT world, it's all anonymous. There's no SEC, but even more than that is that being anonymous is part of the culture of crypto. And because of this, you can rinse and repeat the rug pull over and over and over again.
How many people do you know that made money on NFTs? I wonder what percent of people actually make money on NFTs and what percent actually lose money on NFTs. It seems like the person making all the NFTs is the one making all the money. What percent of NFTs are legitimate and what percent are just rug pulls or just total scams?
Step number 1, create your persona. What is the fastest way to gain credibility in the NFT world? Buying a valuable NFT to use as your profile picture. Pretty much everything in the NFT space happens on Twitter or Discord, so that's where you're gonna create your online persona. You wanna look like you have money, like you know what you're doing. And the best way to do that is to buy a really well-known NFT art piece, use it as your profile picture on Twitter and Discord, and boom! People instantly think this guy has money.
So you buy an expensive NFT picture to put as your profile so people think that you actually have money, and then that's how you could sell your own NFTs? Is that how it works? Strange. How much do those credible profile picture NFTs cost?
See, the NFT community is still super small. A lot of the time, the big names in the space only have a couple thousand followers. But what is important is that the followers you do get are real and hungry for money. After all, fake followers aren't gonna buy your NFT.
The people that buy these NFTs, what do they do with them? Like, what do they think that they're gonna actually sell them for more money later? What's the point of buying an NFT? I don't quite get that.
Yeah, so step number 2 was, looking at what's being hyped right now, the projects, and then making similar art to that. So can you go into that a little bit more?
Yeah, so of course there's plenty of different ways. We've seen huge rug pulls that had completely unique art and made big promises, but really it's the quickest way is to capitalize on hype from other projects. So right now we're seeing a big project called the Invisible Friends, which is a great project, great team, very transparent, fantastic art, but they have hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitter. So what we see is what we call the meta in the NFT space. And right now the meta was started by them are these walking NFTs. And so we're seeing a lot of these rug pull projects make a trailer that makes their NFTs look like they're walking. And then they'll get 50,000, 100,000 followers because people are like, oh my God, this is the next Invisible Friends. But in reality, come mint day, the actual NFT isn't walking. They just made a hype trailer that looked like that to capitalize on the hype.
To actually make the art, all you have to do is hire some cheap designer, promise them a small percentage of every NFT sold, and tell them to make something similar to the project you're trying to copy.
It seems like there's so many scams out there with NFTs. Why would somebody buy an NFT? I don't get it. I don't understand cryptocurrency that much either. And I actually have a few friends that are really big in the cryptocurrency. They've been bugging me to get into crypto for a long time. I started messing with it a little bit over the last couple of years, but I mean, it goes up and down so much. I know more people that lost more money with crypto than they made. And with NFTs, I can only imagine it's a lot worse.
The underlying message behind all your hype should be, you're gonna get rich buying this NFT.
I would say that's the main incentive why most people in the NFT space are participating in trading and flipping NFTs, because there's so much opportunity for that. And that's really been kicked off by the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is by far the biggest NFT project right now. The floor of the Bored Ape Yacht Club is over 115 ETH right now, and one Ethereum is like 2,700. So it's almost $300,000 for a picture of a monkey. And so everyone is looking for the next Bored Ape Yacht Club. Hopefully they can flip up and make some more money. That's definitely a heavy.
I'd love to see a lot of people comment to know how many people that are watching actually made money with NFT. How many people lost money with NFT? How many people understand what NFTs are? How many people actually buy NFTs?
A roadmap is how a project plans to keep the price skyrocketing after they launch, and every project lists their roadmap on their website. Real NFT projects put a lot of thought into their roadmaps and actually plan on fulfilling those promises. you don't have such a burden. So just copy and paste a great enticing roadmap from another project.
This is honestly one of the craziest things I've heard. I really didn't understand NFTs at all. I still don't really understand them, but just from listening to these people explain what they're doing and what they're for, it just seems super risky. And I don't know if anyone that's super smart should really buy NFTs.
It is finally launch day, and with the click of a button, your NFT project goes live, and if you did your job right, people will flood in, it sells out, and you have a few $1 million in your pocket within the span of a few hours. And then it's time to pull the rug.
Some people can just act like they're working behind the scenes and put on a show for like a month and be like, yeah, so much coming, big announcement next week, and that's gonna bump their floor price, and then they get royalties from that. Or you'll see the people who literally don't care at all, and they're just doing this every 2 weeks, just delete the Discord and almost like in a sick way, like troll people and just be like, get rugged, delete it.
I mean, based on what this guy that obviously does really well with NFTs is saying, is that there are so many scams out there. And if you buy NFTs, there's a very high likelihood you're going to get scammed. I just don't understand why people would take that gamble when there's so many better things to put your money into.
Now, if you have a conscience and don't want to screw people over, there is still plenty of money to be made off of the hype of projects that aren't rug pulls. The trick is being able to tell them apart.
So this is something that's very hard for new people, but since I've been in the space for so long and seen so many of them, so many different projects, I've been able to pick up on them quite quickly. So if you see like non-original art, like they kind of copied a different project's art style, and then you see a copy-paste roadmap, meaning a roadmap that worked like for other projects recently last week. And on top of that, look at the communication in the Discord. How are the founders talking? Are they hopping on like Q&As? Are they engaging with the community? If not,
Man, this seems like a very complicated thing to figure out if you're getting scammed or not. It seems like only the people that really know this industry are able to tell. So I definitely see that nobody that is new into this NFT world should really be buying any, because those are the people that probably get scammed the easiest and most.
Now, this has been a pretty pessimistic view on NFTs, which sucks because I do genuinely think there's a lot of potential for them. For example, one way I'm planning on using NFTs myself in the future is selling an NFT as a login to software or digital content.
My final thoughts on NFTs are pretty much exactly the way I thought before I watched this video. I don't understand them. I understand them a little bit more now. They seem pretty scamish. They seem like nobody super smart would actually buy any. It looks like some smart people are trying to sell them, but yeah, I would definitely stay away from them. Again, crypto is something that is very similar, and I have known a lot of people that got screwed a lot of money out of crypto. And if you're really smart and really understand it, I think maybe you can make money on it. But I think the majority of people actually lose on crypto and NFTs based on what I'm seeing on this video. Unless you really know what you're doing, I would stay away from this stuff. One thing you could be guaranteed of, I'm not going to pull your rug or rug pull or whatever the hell they call it. Like, subscribe, and comment on other videos you want to see me make.